To prepare for our debate, we really need to go through the basics of debate, all of the procedures, so you're well aware of how it is going to work. I would like you to take notes as I go through this. Okay, so a debate is a competition in which two opposing teams make speeches that support an argument and disagree with those of the other team. So essentially, this is taking all the writing that we've been doing in regards to argument and now applying it in a spoken forum. The debate will have a topic, and the topic is, does language unify or divide us as a nation? Your side will have an argument. This is called your resolution. It is your thesis statement. It is your claim. It is your position on the issue. So if you are on the affirmative side, you will resolve language unifies us as a nation and provide rationale. The negative side will resolve that language divides us as a nation. Language does not unify us as a nation. So here's how the affirmative and the negative teams work, okay? They do have resolutions, as I've said before, and your argument is completely based on the resolution. So the affirmative team is for the resolution, the negative team is against the resolution. So the affirmative team in our debate, again, is saying that language unifies us as a country, and the negative is going to be arguing that it does not unify us, it instead divides us. Another example, if the resolution is beauty is only skin deep, the affirmative team will argue beauty is only skin deep, whereas the negative team will argue beauty is not only skin deep. All right, so we've got our affirmative and our negative sides. The debate begins by each team sharing a context paragraph. And as we talked about earlier, especially when you wrote your literary analysis, you talked about context, and that is giving some background. It's giving us information about why the topic is important, why it is something that we should be worthy, why we should be debating it, why it is worthy of an argument. It does not give your argument. It does not list your pro and your con reasons. Instead, it is just building background. Language and identity, those are hot issues in America, and this context paragraph really is going to be bringing that to the forefront, not giving your opinion, your bias, instead just saying why it is worthy of argument. So in planning your debate, okay, you have been given your resolution, you know whether you're on the affirmative or the negative side, okay, you then write your context paragraph and then really start to develop an argument, okay. Your argument should have valid and logical reasons as to why your position is correct. Now, to be able to show why your position is correct, you must have research. This is where I want you to include evidence. You need to consult the experts. You need to have facts and statistics and expert testimony on the issue. That is how you are going to win a debate, by using everything other people have already determined to prove your side of an argument. It's also important that not only while developing your argument, that you're paying attention to what the other side will be arguing, so you can effectively plan a rebuttal to what they say, okay? Make sure that you know what their potential arguments are, how you will refute them, and explain why they're not valid. Because not only is presenting an argument effective in winning a debate, but also being able to shut down that other side and say why they are wrong with, again, facts, evidence, statistics. So here's how the debate will work. We begin with the affirmative side, also known as the pro side, and they present their context paragraph. Again, you're just giving information about why this is something worthy of debate. You are not providing bias in the context. Then you present your argument. Now, again, there are several ways to show support of your resolution. You've got examples and common sense, statistics, and expert opinion. This is where you are pulling in all of the rhetorical appeals, where you have your ethos, your pathos, your logos, because that is what's going to win you a debate, an effective combination of all three. So make sure that you have all of those things as you go through your argument. Now, while the affirmative argument is giving their position, the con team should be listening intently, taking notes, and preparing for their rebuttal of the information. They need to see, what are we going to do to destroy the affirmative's argument and everything that they've said? You have to be able to shut down the other side. That is how you will win. Okay, so then after the affirmative gives their context and their argument, now it's Con's turn. So Con will get up and they present their context paragraph. Again, that includes no bias. Then you provide your opening argument, and while the negative team is presenting their argument, the pro team is doing exactly what the con just did. They're listening intently, preparing their rebuttal of the information given, thinking about how will we destroy their argument. Then rebuttals begin. The pro presents their rebuttal to Con first. In the rebuttal, you should state the argument you're about to refute. You want to be very specific. What problem did you have with what they said? Then state that you disagreed with what they said. Explain how you disagree, and explain why you disagree. Bringing in extra research here is going to be extremely effective to be able to shut down the other side. So really make sure that you already have anticipated what they're going to say and that you are prepared with evidence, with expert testimony, with facts and statistics to then shut them down, destroy them. Then Con presents their rebuttal to the pro side, doing the exact same things that pro just did. And then pro has the opportunity to respond to or to prove Con's rebuttal and make closing remarks. This position is the last-ditch effort. This is the last time you can say that anything the other side said was wrong, explain why, and then make your closing statements. This is a very, as I said, powerful position to take because not only are you going to have to, excuse me, be able to think on the spot, but you're also going to have to really be able to remember and use logic to shut down what has been said. Then Con has the last word of the debate. They will refute pro's rebuttal and then make their closing remarks. And again, this is the last chance you have, the last time to speak, to make sure that your argument has come through much more clearly and effectively than the others, that you have more evidence, that you used better logic and reasoning. Then a group of judges listens throughout the entire debate. They have selected a winner who has presented the most valid and logical argument that is fully supported through research and reasoning. So you really need to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, that you know not only your argument inside and out, but that you can effectively create a rebuttal to the other side. So within your debates, you will have 3 to 4 person teams. You will have a person who is going to present the context, a person who presents the argument, one who provides the rebuttal, and one who provides the refutation and the closing. Okay? Keep in mind, position 3 and 4, the refutation and the closing and the rebuttal, those are people who are really going to have their information ahead of time, who have to be ready to anticipate the other side, and who can really think on the spot and craft something that is going to be expressive and that's going to be convincing to the judges. Whereas the first and the second person, they're presenting the context and they're presenting the argument, and they aren't really going to have to do as much on your feet thinking as position 3 and 4 will. With that said, our debates will typically take about 18 minutes. You do need to plan your time wisely, okay? The context is 2 minutes. The actual argument is 2 minutes. The rebuttal is 2 minutes. And the closing is 2 minutes. So just to kind of give you an idea of where you're going to spread the time and who's going to take what position for your team. With that all said, best of luck. I have no doubt that you are going to do amazing work.